There is a brand new update coming out to Evomon, and here's everything you need to do right now before the update actually comes out to get ahead of the game and not fall behind. Because for those of you that don't know just yet, let me tell you guys exactly what's happening in the brand new update. So we can see it says, something is stirring in the world of Evomon. Adventurers, we've watched you grow, battle, and explore. We've been quietly building something worthy of everything you've given us. Now is the time for the first look, and here are the brand new features that are coming, which you need to explore right now to get ahead. Which is going to be the brand new season event, the duality clash is on its way, along with two ancient forces, two sides of forgotten conflict, a world on edge of something extraordinary. And here is what we can tell you for now. 2 legendary bosses are incoming, and for some reason, the word boss inside of bosses is capitalized, so maybe it's a really big boss, and we can actually see glimpses of that already if we head over to the index and go all the way down to index number 998 and 999. Look at that, 998 and 999. This guy, we can see it's got a little orb on his head and some crown of sorts, right? And the evolved version, look, it's also like a flying dragon with an orb on his head and some crown of sorts. So we can easily tell that these are going to be the brand new bosses, or they might be the brand new 2 bosses for the next update. Along with a new type of Evomon is about to enter the world. So this guy might just be the new type of Evomon. We don't know yet. Might be some like space type. I don't know what kind of type, like galaxy type. I've got no clue. But this guy might just be the brand new type. Along with a new story quest that will unfold the truth behind the duality, which I don't know what the duality is just yet, but the main thing that we do need to take away from this brand new update is that there is going to be a PvP ranked mode, the Apex Showdown, and more will be revealed soon, and here we get a free code as well. Now while I redeem this code, let me just tell you exactly what I think about this brand new PvP area. So this code does give us a couple of summon tickets, and these summon tickets are for fighting, and I believe that that's no coincidence, because let's head over to the main city where we can actually use these tickets. So these tickets will allow us to use it on bosses, and I think that the 2 new bosses that are coming to the game, maybe one of them might be summoned by the monster summoner, because the code does give us tickets to actually summon these monsters. But the main thing of PvP, here's the thing about PvP, right? In any game where there is PvP, there is going to be a lot of rewards for doing well in PvP. Maybe by getting a good win streak, maybe by just winning in general gives you battle points or something like it did in Pokemon Big Bronze, or maybe you need to get on leaderboards. Either way, you need to assemble the strongest team possible and different types of Evomons to counter meta Evomons. For example, one guy that's definitely going to be a meta staple is going to be Tarragon, because Tarragon, if you can stack up a couple of seed bombs, I mean, you get like 5-10 of these going, you are borderline unkillable. You are always full HP, and an ultimate ability can't even one-shot you due to the fact that you have insane bulk, right? Because look at my Tarragon. I have my SSS talent on triple defensive stats, as well as my nature buffing up my HP as well, and my legendary trait to making it so that I take 70% less damage while at full HP. So even if I am at full HP, an ultimate ability cannot knock me out, which is what makes Tarragon so powerful and definitely a meta staple. So you need something that can actually counter this guy. And to counter Tarragon, there's not many guys that can actually counter it. There's mainly 2 ones, okay? The first one is going to be Frostseer. And reason being is that Frostseer's ice type will be 4 times effectiveness on Tarragon. But even then, I don't think it'll be enough, because Frostseer's moves, while they are fine, it's mainly centered around AoE moves and no really good single target or any method to wear down Tarragon. So the next one is going to be actually a Wispuff here, because Wispuff's got a lot of poison type moves, and I also, if I'm not mistaken, poison type should also be 4 times effectiveness against Tarragon, or at least 2 times effectiveness, and Wispuff is also just a really good Evomon in general to fight this meta. Now for this PvP meta, I don't know if the main version is going to be 1v1s or 2v2s. Typically it should be 2v2s though, like in most Pokemon games and other creature catching games. 2v2s are going to be the main meta, and therefore AoE abilities such as Frostseer might be really good as well. So what I recommend you guys do is definitely get yourself a Wispuff or a Frostseer and max those out, because they are going to be the meta counters, as well as just Tarragon in general, because Tarragon is absolutely top of the meta. And maybe go for something just a little bit off meta, or something that counters a specific, very specific popular Evomon in meta. Now what I mean by this is, let's take a look at Archapex here. Archapex everybody loves Arcapex. I mean, the design is so cool. Let me just equip him real quick. Just ride on him. Look, Arcapex, first of all, it looks really cool. Second of all, it's literally the last boss of the game. And not only that, I mean, Arcapex, he does like decent damage, pretty good damage. I think he's definitely going to be in meta, not as much as like Tarragon or Lava Rock, but you're definitely going to see a lot of Arcapexes. And so, maybe instead of running Tarragon as your Seed Bomb user, potentially, and hear me out, you could run a Mudbud as your Seed Bud user. And reason being is, let me just show you Mudbud, okay? We are going to, look, Mudbud, first of all, it can unlock Seed Bomb, so that's already really good. And second of all, take a look at some of its moves. I mean, it's got some really, really good moves. Like, Caltrop, it deals damage and lowers the target's defense by 1 stage. That's really good because it does 2 things at once. As well as, where are the other ground type moves? Okay, Earth Pulse, it doubles the skill power of the next ground type skill. So this one can really counter it if your opponent does something like Protect or something, and they try to stall you out with a bunch of like status effects such as the poison effect or the burn effect or even weather effects, right? I mean, if they're more bulky, they can just stall you out that way. So I think that this Mudbud might definitely be one of the well, not definitely, but Mudbud is a really good kind of off meta Evomon that you can use. And also the major thing is take a look at his resistances, okay? Mudbud, I'm pretty sure, is actually 4 times resistant to electric. Now, I don't know why it's not showing. A lot of these don't show. For example, take a look at Tarragon. It's 4 times weak to ice. Yet ice doesn't show as it's weak to or weak to for the dragon type as well. But I'm pretty sure Mudbud is 4 times resistant to Arcapex. And so people have already been using the evolved version of Mudbud to solo the Arcapex boss in like a minute. I'm not even joking, a minute. Bro, I think my next video is actually about that. So if you guys do see this video and that video hasn't been posted, then just wait around a bit. But yeah, basically, Mudbud can solo Arcapex, and it's a level 200 Arcapex, by the way, and a level 120 Mudbud. But just because of its 4 times resistances to electric, it's going to be a really, really good counter to this meta Evomon, which also makes this Evomon meta. And also, ground type, typically, it is, well, this guy is going to be 4 times weak to flying type, which is not the best at all, because there is a really good flying type in the meta as well, which is going to be Volcrest here. But Volcrest, I mean, Volcrest is electric type, right? Electric type should still be, well, it's not weak to ground type because it's got the flying type as well, so it kind of like counteracts that. But anyways, I mean, it's kind of like a triangle, right? There's always, like, for example, Mudbud counters Arcapex, Arcapex counters Volcrest, Volcrest counters Mudbud, and it goes in a triangle. So I'd just say you need to probably, after this video, watch a couple of other meta videos and tier lists and figure out which kind of team you want to build and start building your team right now. Because on day 1, when PvP does come out, you are definitely going to be fighting a lot and you need a strong enough team. And here's a team that I recommend, or some Evomons that I recommend for you guys. Definitely get yourself Tarragon. Tarragon, #1 priority as with Lava Rock. Lava Rock, I mean, actually, Lava Rock's priority goes down because Lava Rock is really good against bosses because bosses are very predictable, so you can use Fatal Rebound a lot. But Lava Rock, I mean, it's also got the weather with the Sandstorm, but I think Tarragon definitely 100% in meta, as well as Arcapex. I'd say, like, majority of the time, Arcapex will be in meta. Bluebird, definitely 100% in meta as well. I think Wispuff, definitely in meta. A Mudbud might be a little off meta pick, you know, you can catch people off guard, try to go for that as well. And Frostier, I think a little bit off meta pick, might still be meta because of its AoE abilities, and also its 4 times effectiveness against Mudbud as well. I'm pretty sure it's 2 times effectiveness against flying types as well, and 4 times effectiveness against Tarragon as well. So because of its so many good matchups, I think Frostier will also be in meta as well, so definitely look out for those Evomons. And yeah, happy grinding, and I will see you guys in the next video.